More than 30 million children around the world are unimmunized either because vaccines are unavailable, because health services are poorly provided or inaccessible, or because families are uninformed or misinformed about when and why to bring their children for immunization. One of the largest medical problems in developing countries like India is the lack of a standardized system to keep vaccination records easily accessible for healthcare workers and volunteers. Without properly being able to track a child's vaccination history, it becomes difficult for vaccination campaign volunteers to do their job. This in turn results in low rates of vaccination. My name is Sanchit Singh and I'm a class 10 student at DPS Bokaro. My father is a doctor and I first realized the problem when I went with him to a health camp and saw how tedious it was for polio vaccination volunteers to work with paper-based records. The word Mukt means free in Hindi. I wanted to create a method by which vaccines can be delivered efficiently and one in which vaccination records are easy to use, inexpensive and scalable. So Mukt is a phone app that allows healthcare workers to easily create, access and update vaccination records for children. The app stores all the information and records in a secure database backed by Google's Firebase, which allows volunteers to keep medical records in sync. The app also tracks locations so that the medical administrators can monitor and analyze immunization rates in a geographical area. Using the app, doctors can also provide the most up-to-date vaccination information to volunteers and parents. The app also ensures that medical data is kept secure, and users need to register using their phone number and a secure password. There's also a notes section in the app to help vaccination workers quickly take notes in the field. One of the most helpful features of the app is that it allows medical professionals to see a list of children who are late on their vaccination schedule or those who require immediate attention. Since I already have an account registered, I'll go ahead and log in using my phone number and password. This can be useful to ensure only registered volunteers have access to medical records. The app dashboard allows us to easily access different functionalities. Let's go further and try to update a record. Medical records can be accessed by either using the camera to scan QR codes on patient IDs or by entering a unique identification number. On a record screen, we can see the child's name, date of birth, and the dates on which different vaccinations were given. Let's update one of the records. We can also leave notes for the child which can be seen by other volunteers or doctors. Finally, let's mark this record as late for vaccination. The change I just made gets pushed to the online database. Having an online database allows multiple doctors or volunteers to always have the most up-to-date information for a child. Since we marked that record as late, we can now also see it listed in the statistics screen, along with other information. Taking personal field notes can be helpful, and having this functionality built in will allow volunteers to do so quickly. Last but not the least, volunteers, parents and medical professionals can also use the app to see the most up-to-date information on vaccination procedures and campaign dates. I think it's time we did something about fixing immunization problems. I think it's time we became Mukt.